Hey, everybody, what's crack-a-lackin'? I got a bunch of comedy dates coming up. All of them are available for your perusal at joerogan.net/tour. The big one that we just added recently is at the Verizon Wireless Theater in Grand Prairie, Texas, outside of Dallas, and that is May 12th. The other ones, I've got Portland on April 20th and Buffalo on April 7th. The Buffalo one, first show sold out, second show's almost sold out. Same thing with Portland. Portland is the big 420 show. All right. And that's it. Again, joerogan.net/tour for all that good stuff. This episode is brought to you, and many have been brought to you, by Squarespace, which is the ultimate platform for you to create your own website. It used to be a time where it was incredibly difficult to make a website. You had to learn how to code, or you had to learn how to operate one of those clunky fucking website software development kit things. There was a ton of them that used to be around, and they all sucked. And you would make them, and it would look good on a Windows computer, but it would look like shit on a Mac, where the links would be all over the pictures, and it's just chaos. Not anymore, you fucks. Now, you can make an amazing website with Squarespace, and it's so easy to do. Their drag-and-drop user interface, beautiful templates, and award-winning customer support. It's super easy to do, folks, and you can do it quickly. If you can move around files on a computer, if you can add a photograph to an email, you can make a beautiful website or online store. Each website comes with a free online store, in fact, and you get a free domain name if you sign up for a year. You have access to Getty Images for just $10. Images that could have cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to use, and there's millions of them. It's a fucking awesome way to make a website. You cannot go wrong. Cannot. It's used by a wide range of creative people, businesses, musicians, comedians like Duncan Trussell, Doug Stanhope. Both their websites are Squarespace websites. Restaurants use it. It's awesome. And you could try it for free with 10% off your first purchase if you go to squarespace.com/Joe. That's squarespace.com/Joe. We're also brought to you by Stamps.com, which is another fucking amazing solution to the problem that is going to the post office. You don't have to do that ever again. All you need is Stamps.com, and you can buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, or any class of mail using your own computer and printer. So simple and so easy. They make it so easy, they give you a digital scale, which automatically calculates the exact postage, and then you buy and print official U.S. postage right in the comfort of your home anytime you want it. No need to lease an expensive postage meter, and it's actually cheaper and more flexible than a postage meter. Hoo-hoo! So many people I know use Stamps.com. Brian Redband from DeathSquad.tv, when he makes all his original artwork, the kitty cat shirts and hats and mugs and all that stuff that he does, all that stuff is sent through Stamps.com. And you too can enjoy Stamps with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale without long-term commitments. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the home page, and type in JRE. That's Stamps.com, click on the microphone, type in JRE, and you never have to go to the post office again. Hallelujah. Woo! And that's it. I don't want to do any more ads. So let's just wrap it up. My guest today is a very interesting and intelligent young man with some fascinating ideas. I really enjoyed talking to him. He was recommended to me by Sam Harris, and we had a great conversation. And I don't want to say too much. I just want you to welcome, he's one of the co-founders of the Effective Altruism Movement. He's just a really interesting guy. He's a scholar. He's a professor. He's only 29. He's fucking smarter than me. Give it up for Will McCaskill, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night. All day.
We're live. Right now we're live? Live.
Cool.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Welcome. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks so much for having me.
Sam Harris is going to be with us, but he flaked out last minute.
Yep.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
So I'm interested to talk to you about a bunch of things, but one of the big ones is this idea of effective altruism.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that you really promote to the point where, I don't know if this is true, but I read this about you, that everything that you make over $36,000 a year, you donate?
Yeah, that's right. So
Wow.
Yeah, so everything technically it's everything above £20,000 from 2009 Oxford. So just for inflation, cost of living changes and stuff, but that's about $36,000.
So you've just sort of decided that, which is, by the way, the 1% for the whole world.
Yeah, not quite.
Somewhere.
About 2%. Yeah, I'll be in the top. Still be in the top 2%, even despite.
I thought it was
giving that money.
34,000. I think 34,000 puts you in the top 1%.
I think it's $55,000.
Oh, has
the
it
top
changed?
1%.
Maybe since Trump's been in office. It's
Yeah,
bumped up.
that's right.
But it's what you're doing is, if that's really the case, that's a very charitable thing.
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, it's most of my income over the course of my life. Like, especially as an academic, you're not going to earn tons, though. Since effective altruism blew up, you end up getting things like speaking fees and advances, and I give all that away as well.
Wow.
So it's going to end up probably being like the large majority of income over the course of my life.
Do you ever want to buy something and be like, shit, if I wasn't so goddamn generous, I'd be able to get this?
I never do. I
Really?
basically never think that. Yeah, I think I feel like in contemporary society, we just get bombarded with marketing stuff all the time, saying like, oh, you really need this thing if you're going to have a good life. And I think in almost every case, that's just not true. I think the psychological evidence just shows that once you're above a certain level of income, additional money just has a very small impact on your happiness. And in my own case, the things that make me happy are being surrounded by friends, that's free. Gym membership, that's $40 a month or something. It's not very much. I can afford that. Being able to work on, what I really am passionate about, and I already have that. So my life is just so good in so many ways. And I feel like there's so much of a focus on money and how money is the key to happiness. And I think it's just all bullshit, basically.
Well, it's definitely some bullshit in it. And I see that a lot in my neighborhood because I live where white people go to breed. And they go to breed and they sit down and they just talk about things. They talk about Range Rovers and certain watches and certain purses and shoes and and it becomes this constant.
The amazing thing is just how you adapt. So it's called the hedonic treadmill. The richer you are, the richer you need to be.
Oh yeah.
So I was once part of a conversation. I was going to give a talk and I was going to a family and I was on on a private jet, in fact. And the conversation was discussion of different private jets and which private jets are better and so on. This other person has this really nice private jet. And it just means that, at no stage do you ever lose the, I could just have this nicer thing.
No, because you can get to the point where you want a jumbo jet, like one of those Qantas Airbuses, and deck that out like a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that one of those Richard Branson type characters probably has something like that.
Yeah, that's totally right.
Well, it seems to get to this. You hit this critical mass stage where like these billionaire characters, where they start buying $100 million yachts and $400 million yachts. And what is the most expensive yacht? I believe it's $500 million or more.
That's incredible, yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to have a staff to take care of it the whole time. And the thing is, I think if I had a yacht, that would make my life worse. Because now I'd be stressing about this yacht, what if it gets damaged? I feel bad that I'm not using it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine. Unless, well, I guess not, though, because if you kind of look at this. Oh,
nice. Jesus
Christ. It's $1 billion?
$1 billion on a yacht.
The Streets of Monaco is what it's called, and it is $1 billion. Go to that thing. That's it?
Wow.
Oh my God! It's a neighborhood.
I think
it's a floating neighborhood.
I think on all of these things, you should replace the cost with how many bed nets you could buy for children in sub-Saharan Africa.
Oh well, that's just ridiculous. Hold on, go up one. Did one say 1.2 billion? Scroll up.
Yeah, it's estimated price.
Oh my God, the Eclipse. Oh, 450 million to 1.2 billion. That's like when you go to get it made and you go how much is it going to cost me? And between 450 million and 1.2 billion. You're normal money.
Yeah.
Normal shit.
Pocket change.
That is fucking insane. Look at that goddamn thing. I mean, it's a replica of the Monaco Grand Prix track. Oh my God, that's insane.
Wow.
So you can drive around on your yacht at a ridiculous rate of speed. So this guy probably has like a Ferrari that can go